Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. By the way, I'm also the North Central Chaplain for Broken Chains JC. And it is my great privilege to be here again this morning with you. It is September 5th, 2023, and we will be looking at Proverbs chapter, 5. Good morning, Random. Glad to have you here. And anyone else that may come along as we are having this conversation this morning. Glad you're all here. First and foremost, here in a couple hours, hour and a half, something like that. I don't have a specific time that I have to be on the road, but I'm going to be leaving out of here, hooking the trailer up to the bike. Yes, I am towing a trailer behind my motorcycle. So many people have gotten confused. I am not putting the motorcycle on a trailer. I am putting a trailer on the motorcycle. And I'm leaving out to head to Eureka Springs, Arkansas. First stop tonight will be in south side of Indianapolis. Next stop will be south side of St. Louis. And then we'll be in Eureka Springs the following day on Thursday. I'm not planning on pushing myself hard to make those trips. Coming home, I might push a little harder. It depends on what the weather is looking like behind me. We are going into tropical storm season, and I've done the south through that area during tropical storm season and been caught in it. It's not fun. So if I can avoid that and get home before it, great. If not, I may take a little extra time and see what that brings me, but that's my plans. So each day I will be coming to you live from a different location, and I will be Central Time for the majority of my trip. So be aware that while you catch me normally at 7:30 Eastern, I will be going live 7:30, but I'll be Central Time, which will be 8:30 your time. Just heads up for that. So let's get into this. Proverbs chapter 5. We're going to look at verses 21 through 23. For a man's ways are before the Lord's eyes, and he considers all his paths. A wicked man's iniquities entrap him. He is entangled in the ropes of his own sin. He will die because there is no discipline, and be lost because of his great stupidity. It's interesting, the fact that verse 21 says, a man's ways are in front of the Lord's eyes, and the Lord considers all his paths. Now, the first thing that stood out to me in this is that everything I do, everything I say, we know this, God knows it, right? And God considers or ponders the path. And interesting that path is not a word that denotes a straight and narrow. It's not. It is a word that denotes a circular track. And so it's interesting that God looks at us, watches us, and wonders about our traveling in circles. It's interesting. And I apologize for that. Somebody's messaging me on Messenger, and they know that I'm live. Or they should, if they're messaging me. But anyway, that's another story. God is looking at our lives. He's watching us. Now, every week I ride about 1,000 miles during riding season. But all of my riding is back and forth to places. It's a circle. We can ride 1,000 miles and get nowhere other than the same old places. Or we can get on the bike and we can ride 1,000 miles and be someplace. God watches our travels, watches our circular path, and wonders at it. And then he says, a wicked man's iniquities entrap him. He is entangled in the ropes of his own sins. He will die because there is no discipline and be lost because of his great stupidity. We're running in circles, and God is watching. And he's saying, just stop. Let's start heading down the straight and narrow path that I've got in front of you. You know, in one of my devotions this morning, I read that there was a man who went to Mother Teresa and asked her to pray over him that he would know God's will for his life. Mother Teresa said, I will not. And he said, I traveled thousands of miles to get here for you to pray over me. I need you to pray over me that I will know God's will for my life. She said, I will not. I will not pray that you will know God's will for your life. I will pray that you'll start trusting God. Wow. What a powerful statement. God is watching us and running our track. And he's saying, I just need you to start trusting me. Something to think about for you guys today. In the meantime, be praying for me as I travel. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.